Hello dreamers, and welcome back to Dream Queen by Perla. So air and air love connections. This is your weekly reading. Um there was there's an indecision here as far as like waiting for somebody to commit to a connection, or to make something official, or to give a certain connection a title or something like that. Maybe this is somebody that you were just casually like dating, or somebody that you've been talking to for a while, but there has been no actual real commitment. Basically, like where you really don't know where it is that you stand with this person. And that that energy has had you in a space where you're like, well, do I continue on, or do I just like, let it go? Like, do I make the decision and just be like, you know what, I'm done with this. But it's almost like right before you're able to say something, or right before, or right when you make the decision, right, to walk away from something or walk away from someone goes ahead and offers you the commitment. Now, I'm just saying that how it's coming out, guys. There is this energy of somebody really having the intention of going through with what it is that they're offering, with the commitment that they're offering, but there is almost like this struggle of actually showing up how it is that they're telling you they're going to show up. Now, this can be many different factors can come into play, right? Maybe they have to work extra hours, or they have kids with somebody else, and whatever it is, there are circumstances, let's put it this way, that are going to interfere with them showing up exactly how they're telling you that they want to show up. So it's not so much of a lack of trying, it's just that there's certain times when it's just not possible. And when it comes to you, there needing to be an understanding with that. So, and I'm not saying that this is you, but this is what I'm seeing, right? Sometimes people date people that have children with other people, and then they get jealous over the fact that the person that they're dating wants to spend, their weekend with their kids, alone with their kids, and like not include you or whatever it is. And it's like, you know what? Maybe the relationship between you and this person is just not there yet, right? And you have to allow this person to be the parent that they want to be to the kids that they have with someone else. It's almost kind of like that type of energy. If you get jealous or vice versa of someone's kids or children, then don't date people who have kids with other people. It's just that simple. Save yourself the headache. Because it's almost like kind of like that type of energy. It's like, oh, you never have time for me because you're always like, at work, or you're always with your kids, or you're always this, or you're always that. And it's like, you have to realize, like, yes, they should be working and prioritizing the relationship, but you are not their entire world. And that's kind of like something here that somebody within this connection has to realize, that before someone came into someone else's life, before a connection was made, each of you had individual lives, right? Each of you had different responsibilities, and they don't just go out the window because there's someone new, right? There is almost this aspect of learning to compromise and learning to work together in order to allow this to flourish. Because I do feel that mutually the both of you want the same thing. Mutually the both of you have the same type of feelings towards each other. The attraction is there. The affection is there. It's just there is a conflict when it comes to timing. Whether it is that you feel they're not spending enough time with you, or maybe they feel that you're not spending enough time with them. Whatever it is, somebody needs to get over that, right? Because again, it's almost like somebody's almost asking you to choose between them and your kids, or them and your job, or them and your family. And it's like, wait, hold on, we're not even there yet. Like we just got a title to this relationship or to this connection or whatever it is. So it's almost kind of like that type of energy that I'm picking up, but somebody is stepping up to the plate to give you the commitment that you are seeking, or the commitment that you want. But just know that it is going to take work, not just on their part, but also on yours, right? You're going to have to be a little bit, you're going to have to be, hold on, buddy. Sorry, he's like under my desk. You're going to have to be able to compromise in certain areas when it comes to that, right? There are certain things that, I get it. You want to be the center of attention. You want to be this person's all and this person's everything. But and again, I keep on hearing children. If they have children with someone else, don't make them choose between you and their children, because you're gonna be like, bye bye. You're gonna be out the door. To be honest with you, so it's like allow somebody needs to allow someone here to be ready to introduce them to their children. Like, just because, and I'm talking about, I'm talking from experience, from things that I've seen in other people. I've seen it both. I've seen women do this, and I've seen men do this, where they introduce their children or their child, whatever it may be, to whoever they're dating after like a couple of weeks or a couple of months. And the relationship doesn't even last 3 or 4 months. And then it's like a couple of months later, they're introducing a new person and a new person, a new person. And that starts to create this instability within the child themselves. It's not just you, right? Then the children begin to grow thinking that that is what relationship is, right? Like, you jump from one person to the other. So if you're dealing with somebody that is not willing or not wanting you to meet their children or their kids or whatever it is at this moment in time, is because, to be honest with you, even if they have feelings for you, even if they're in it, let's put it this way, they're in the relationship, they want the commitment with you, they need to, either they have a time frame that they have on their own, or they need to know that this is actually going to go somewhere before they introduce you to that part of their life. So it's almost this energy of somebody wanting to force their way into an area of someone's life that the other person is just not ready for that person to be introduced into it, right? And it has nothing to do with their feelings towards you. It has nothing to do with any opinion that you may be thinking, right? Like, well, they're probably bringing some other people around or anything like that, or they're probably still with the ex, or it's not that. They want to, excuse me, they want to have a relationship with you. They want to build on that relationship, have a solid foundation with you within that relationship before they expose either their children or their family or whatever it is to the connection between the two of you. All right, that's the way I wanted to say it. All right, so let's go ahead and let's pull out some oracle cards. We're going to do a confirmation to the reading and advice, and something that you need to know that you may be unaware of and didn't come out. So somebody has to kind of like cool it down a little. You are going to get that commitment from someone, but don't give somebody an ultimatum as far as like choosing between you and their family, or you and their kids, or something like that, because they're just gonna be like, if that's how you feel, then there's the door. Being completely honest. And again, these are general reading, guys, so just reverse the roles however you want. All right. Give me 3 cards, Spirit. So healing the heart is a confirmation. Healing from a broken heart, or heartbreak, excuse me. Freedom from toxic relationships and addiction, right? So this is something that is trying... It's almost like screaming at you in the face, and somebody's not paying attention, right? This is why somebody really wants to be... They want to be all and everything to somebody, right? Because that's the type of relationship or the type of connections that they're used to, right? I'm in the picture, so now I'm your everything, and everything else comes second. With the advice, we have the runner. There's somebody here that really doesn't know. They're used to that codependent type of relationship, their fear of intimacy, and they continue to listen to their ego. It's like, well, if they're with me, I go before anything, right? And and it's almost like somebody wants another person to drop everything in their life and make all of their, like, everything in their life about them. And it doesn't work like that. In order to have a healthy relationship with somebody, everybody has to, you each have to be individuals, right? And it's like when the union comes together, both of you are able to grow and reap and bring into the relationship. It's not about taking away someone's identity within a relationship. It's something that you may not be seeing, that you need to be made aware of, is the mirror. Mirroring each other, self-image, relationship reflects our wounds and introspection. So a lot of you it's like maybe this was a behavior that this person did in the past, right? And they're trying their best to change their way, and for whatever the reason, it just happened when you came into the picture. And you have to allow them, right? You have to allow them to do things when it comes to that part of their life that was there before you came into the picture. You have to allow them to do it the way that they want to do it. You have to also self-reflect as to why do you feel so threatened, either over someone's children or someone's job or someone's family, or like, you know, this could be somebody that has like cousin nights, right? Where they get together either with like, you know, they're the same sex type of cousin, like a girl cousins night, a guy cousins night, or all cousins nights and things like that. And maybe to you there was somebody here that probably was not raised around their cousins, right? So they don't understand, they don't understand the bond that cousins that are raised together closed, right, that are almost like siblings have. And they do have cousin times, right, where nobody brings their significant other. It's just cousins like walling out and going crazy, right? And then there's time when, you know, there's cousin times with the significant other, whatever it is, right? So, but somebody is insecure about that. So whatever insecurity somebody has when it comes to a relationship, even though a commitment is being offered, it's like there's this want of wanting to control everything and wanting to be almost attached at the hip to the person that you're dealing with, and that's not healthy. That's codependency, right? So it's almost like, well, if I'm not everything, then I'm walking away. And they're like, well, okay, peace, see you later. And you may take it as that they don't love you, they don't care, they're not going to be manipulated. That's basically the energy here. Someone is not allowing someone else to manipulate them. It is what it is, guys. I said what I said. I know it's going to trigger some people, but it's just a simple fact, right? One of my biggest things, and I say it, and again, I say it from experience, right? I grew up in a very tight-knit family when it comes to my father's side of the family. My cousins are my rock, right? We're over like 30-something cousins. And like 40-something great grandkids. But that's besides the point, right? Within that dynamic of 30-something cousins, we have cliques, right? And a lot of people are going to say whatever the heck they want to say. But we have cliques based on ages, right? We have a group here of 5, a group here of 10, a group here of 7, however it is, right? That are always together because they were around the same age. So I have my little clique with my cousins, and we have cousins, they're girls. We have girl cousin nights, and this is like is a ritual for us, right? Whether it's monthly, whether it's every 2 months, it really depends on what's going on. But when we say cousins night, like we all go ahead and we plan it and we're there, right? And whomever it is that I am with has to be comfortable with that, and saying that I'm leaving at 6 in the morning and I'll be back sometime tomorrow, who knows when, if I get home the next day. But it's almost like, if I were to be with somebody that has an issue with that or that tries to control that, I'm going to be like, hey, the door is right there. Bye-bye. Because, again, that was something that was implemented in my life prior to you arriving. And that's kind of like the concept here that somebody has to kind of wrap their head around, that you're allowing something that was implemented or was there before you came into the picture. So maybe this person has Sunday dinners with their parents every week or every 2 weeks, and it's just literally the kids, right? So like their siblings, like nobody's bringing their spouses or anything like that. And that is a ritual, that is something that they've done since forever. And you get offended because you're not taken. It's almost kind of like that type of energy. Even though the commitment is being offered, is being given, there's a title being put on something, but somebody wants to be all or nothing. Well, guys, that is all I have for you for this week. As always, thank you for your love and support. Thank you for liking, sharing, subscribing to the channel. Thank you to all of those that have been donating. It is greatly appreciated. If you have not liked, share, or subscribed, I encourage you to do so. It helps with growing the channel, getting the video out there for more people, as well as keeping me accountable. For personal readings, all that information can be found down below in the description. Sending every single one of you love, strength, and blessing, guys. Take care. Mwah! Love you all. Bye-bye.